But I couldn't really realize what was going on. I asked the girl. She told me that she couldn't say anything because something like it was an emergency ultrasound, and she wasn't allowed to tell me anything. That she wanted the doctor to see it, and then the doctor would figure out what was going on, and he would be able to let me know what was going on. So when all this happened, like I said, they listened to the heartbeat, and that made me feel better. I was still bleeding, I was still with cramps, nothing crazy again. It just felt like when you get your period, first day of period, that's what it felt like. Other than that, I was feeling fine. I was just tired of being there, just tired of being in the hospital. I hate hospitals, like I said. I don't even like going to the dentist. So can you imagine being there hooked up with an IV, and they took blood from me twice yesterday, and they took a few vials again. So yeah, between the blood they took on Wednesday and yesterday, I was feeling kind of sleepy today, I have to say. So I've been trying to eat something, and drink water. Anyways, let me get to the point. So, I went back to the room after the ultrasounds. I waited and waited. My friend was there with me the whole time, which I'm so grateful for, because I wouldn't have been at a hospital by myself. It's scary to start with, and if you're by yourself, it's even worse. So I'm glad that she was there with me. She was like an angel sent to me. I'm really glad that she was there. So then I'm not sure if the nurse came back, the one that had the Doppler. I don't know if she came back or the doctor came back first. I'm not sure. Well, the thing is, that heartbeat that they heard before, that they thought it was a baby, and that made me so relieved. Actually, it was my heart. Actually, it was my heart that I was so stressed. So I get nervous. I get terrified when I go to a doctor, any doctor. But especially if I'm at a hospital. Like the last time I was at a hospital was when I was 5 years old, I think. And I was there for one night. And I still remember, and it felt like an eternity. And this was... Okay. I take that back. I went to the ER sometime this year, but it was just like pink eye. And I went to the ER for that. I feel stupid. But I just went there, and I was there for like an hour, even less maybe, and I left. But yesterday was, few hours, like 6 hours there. And anyways. So that was my heartbeat, actually. My heart was racing, was crazy, just because I was so stressed and scared, and I just wanted to go home, and I wanted to know that the baby was fine. That's all I wanted to know. So okay, so that's what they told me. I think actually the doctor came first. Sorry guys, so many things happened yesterday, and I talked to so many people that I get mixed up. But then at some point the doctor comes in. Okay, after he saw the ultrasounds, both of them, he told me that I have had a miscarriage. That's what happened. That's what I was bleeding. The only good thing I can get from all this, the only good thing is I was terrified to have DNC, I think you call it. It's like dilation, like when they dilate your cervix, and they do the catheterage thing that they call it. They remove whatever is left on the uterus. Let's say, if the baby's still in there, they have to, remove that. Any tissue that's still there, they have to remove it. If your body doesn't do it by itself, they gotta do that. And that happens sometimes. But I was so terrified to have to get one of those done. I really hope I don't have to. I was terrified about that, because I'm terrified about general anesthesia, and I think they give you that kind of anesthesia when you do that. I'm scared to bleed too much and something bad happens to me. I was very scared. And the whole thing, I mean, I never done that before, of course. This is my first pregnancy, so, but I can imagine how devastating it is, not only physically, but I mean spiritually, right? It's almost like an abortion kind of thing, but you know what I mean. I mean, you know, they're taking the baby, you know, out. Anyways, I apologize if you're, I hope you're not having dinner or lunch or whatever while you're watching this video. I really hope not. So, well, the doctor said that there was no sac. There was even no sac. There was no baby, no sac, nothing. So this blood that is coming out now, it's just, you know, from the walls, from the uterus and stuff, that we're getting ready for a baby. And when the doctor told me, I always imagine, oh, if they ever tell me something like that, I'm gonna start crying like nonstop. And I was so shocked. I was worried because of the bleeding. I was worried, and even when I heard the heartbeat, I was like, wow. Because, you know, I mean, I was bleeding pretty much, you know, not like crazy, not nothing crazy, but I was bleeding. So I was so relieved when I heard the heartbeat, which actually was my heartbeat. But I was a bit surprised as well, like, you know. But when the doctor told me that, I was shocked. That's how I describe it. I was so shocked that I couldn't cry much, really. I didn't cry much last night. I only cried when, you know, if my friend would tell me, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, and then I would start crying. Or the nurses, you know, would tell me, I'm sorry, honey, you know, everything's gonna be okay. They try to make you feel the best they can. Oh, that's one of my doggies. She's looking through the window. Hi! Yeah, so guys, yeah, and the fact that my sweetheart is far away, that's even worse. You know, in a moment like that, imagine going through a miscarriage is painful already, but imagine your husband is not there with you. The father of the baby is not there with you. That's really hard. I felt lonely, I don't know, lost yesterday. It was a really hard day for me. So they dismissed me around 10:30 at night, and I came home. I took my dogs out. My friend helped me to walk them because I was just tired, and she didn't want them to pull me and pull my arm. I had a band-aid, you know, where the IV was from the fluids and the antibiotics they gave me for the UTI. And then she left, and then I called my husband. I kept my husband informed about the whole thing, but I didn't want to call him and tell him what the result was while being at the hospital, because I don't know, with the people around me, and maybe it was gonna be even worse. I wanted to be home, in the privacy of my home, and call him and let him know what happened. It was hard, guys. It is hard. I know there are different stages when you have that's another one of my doggies. I know there are different stages when you have a miscarriage. I heard you have like denial at first. You just can't believe that it happened. You're like shocked. You just can't believe it, and suddenly reality starts kicking in, and that's when things get bad. Like I said, last night I was too shocked to cry a lot. I mean, I cry a little, but not much really. But today when I woke up, you know, it's like you're like, oh, it wasn't a bad dream. It really happened. When I saw that blood, I wanted it to be a bad dream. I just couldn't believe that it was happening. You know, it was like 6 a.m. and I was like, I hope this is just a bad dream. I can't believe this is going on. I went to bed the night before feeling perfect, thinking I was pregnant. The night before I was looking at diaper bags. ideas for photo shoots. Since I have dogs and I love my dogs, I was looking at Pinterest. I went on Pinterest and they have a few like maternity pictures ideas with dogs, to include the dogs on them, and I thought that was the cutest thing. And I was looking at that as well just the night before, I mean, thinking that I was pregnant, and actually I wasn't. Since there was nothing, there was no baby there, I cannot even tell when it happened. Who knows? I don't know, it was like a miscarriage, I think they call it. And then one more thing, and I'm gonna end the video now. They also realized that my uterus has a funny shape. It has like a heart shape. And that has a name which I don't remember right now, and I don't want to go get the paper. But it's something that is, you are born like that. That happens when the baby is forming inside the uterus. That abnormality in the uterus, that's when it happens. So it's not something that happened, you know, sometime in my life. I was born like that, and I didn't even know because I never had internal ultrasound before. So I just found out yesterday. And what happens when you have that weird heart shape on the uterus, that when you have that condition like I do, it's more common for you to have miscarriages. So I'm thinking that's maybe the reason why I miscarried, and that's the reason why it took me so long to get pregnant. Even though I wasn't trying, but I wasn't preventing it. And you know, it's like everything. They say that it's also common to go on preterm labor, so to have like preemie babies. Miscarriages, you can have early pregnancy miscarriages like I did. I was almost 12 weeks. I was gonna have my first ultrasound this coming Friday, and that's when I was gonna make the announcement, you know, for good. But I guess that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be probably just a follow-up appointment, because I have to get blood drawn again in a while to make sure that the hormone levels, the HCG or HCC, there you go, HCC I think, levels, that's a pregnancy hormone. You know, they want to make sure that it starts going down. You know, that's how it's supposed to happen. So I'm supposed to get blood drawn again. But I think they're gonna make me wait a while, because that takes a while, you know, the hormone doesn't go down from one day to another. So this is gonna be a process. So I really hope they give me a break from poking me, because I've been poked too many times lately. So you know, especially with all that happened, I'm not really excited about getting pinched again. At least before, I had a reason, I had a motivation to get pinched, to get poked, but I don't really do anymore. So I hope they let me rest a little. But yeah, guys, life is hard sometimes, and I've decided to take a break from my Facebook account, because I'm tired of seeing babies. You know, my friends have babies, like so many friends, babies and pregnant women and all that. I just can't. I don't want to see that right now. I don't want to see that right now. I know I don't know if I sound bitter or selfish, or I don't know. Call it whatever you want, but you know, if you've been through a miscarriage, I want to believe you can relate with me. I know everybody reacts differently. Everybody has different reactions. Some people take them longer, some people not so much, to recover and cope and get over it. I know it's gonna be a process for me. It's gonna take me a long time, and I know the holidays are gonna be hard. Mother's Day is gonna be hard. In fact, next month is Mother's Day in Argentina, so that's gonna be hard. March is gonna be hard, like late March, early April, because that will be my due date. That's another time also when I'm gonna remember this baby. September next year is gonna be hard because that's when it happened. So yeah, Father's Day is gonna be hard. It's, you know what I mean. So alright guys, I'm gonna finish this video now because I'm getting emotional again and I don't want to make you tired. I'm gonna have to upload this video in 2 parts or 3 because it's so long. I apologize, but I wanted to let you know, the things that has been going on. And yeah, like I always say, I think reborns for me have been a way to void that need of being a mother. I know they're not real. I know that. I'm not crazy. I know they're not real babies. I know that, okay? But if you're a reborn mommy and you want to be a mom and you can't, or you'll be through miscarriage, or you lost a child, I'm sure you know what I mean. So yeah, well, now that I feel kind of bad as well because I feel that I wasn't making videos because I was too focused on the real baby, so I didn't really need reborns anymore. I really didn't need that. I was focusing on the real baby, and now the real baby is not gonna happen, at least for a while. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be, but well, with what happened now, I guess I'll be back with the reborns. And I apologize for not making videos all this time, but I was gonna make a video Tuesday after my doctor appointment, and I'm glad I didn't because I was gonna be all happy and excited to let you guys know, and now I will have to make this video. So sorry for being absent. I know I want to get a new reborn, but I think I need some time to heal from this miscarriage before I get a new reborn. I know which one I want. I think I'm almost ready to, to choose which one I want. I know what artist I want to make it, but I need some time to heal. Once I feel I'm ready, for a new reborn baby, then I will order it, and hopefully that will help me cope. But right now, as of right now, I don't really feel like going to see baby clothes. I don't feel like seeing anything baby related, really. So, it's just how I feel. And I just hope time heals the wounds and I feel better. I just really hope so. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Sorry to make this video so long, and I hope to be back soon. I'm gonna still be making videos, and I'm gonna still be showing my reborn babies. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a break with the reborn shopping, I think, for a while, till I feel better about what happened. Well, it's not that I'm gonna feel better about what happened, but you know what I mean, like till I kind of move on and heal better, okay? So have a great rest of the weekend, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.